Hello, hello, hello. What up? And welcome to another episode of Check the Credits with me and my boy Cash Junkie.
Cat junkie.
That funky monkey. Hey, so yeah, this is a show that is dedicated to all the people in the liner notes that y'all don't see no more. All right, y'all just stream records. Y'all don't check the credits. Y'all don't see who's doing what. And unless the producer or the engineer or the musician is shining like the producer we have on the show today, most of the time they go unnoticed and uncredited because they don't do liner notes no more. So we want to do something that shines a light towards these individuals and learn a little bit about what they do, how they did it, and what was their secret to the success. All right? What you think, Junkie?
I'm always down to check some credits.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm always down to figure out who did what,
Yeah.
when they did it,
Yeah.
where they did it at. You know what I'm saying? All that. I'm with all that.
And our guest today is no different. All right? This man is, and he's so, he just be gliding in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Real smooth, man.
He just be weaving in and out. Yeah, like he really is good. Like he's a shaft. Like, reminds me of Isaac Hayes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for that theme music to play when he walk a doo-doo-doom, 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 doom. I'm just waiting for that to play when he walk into the room. You know what I'm saying? Ike, man, I'm sorry. That's just what I get from this brother right here. But not only that, he's making hits, he's making people dance. He's at the top of the charts. So I am proud, honored, and glad to have him on our show today. Y'all give it up for my man, Mr. Hanky.
What's happening, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Man, how long we known each other, Hanky? It's been a few years now.
It's been a few. It's been a minute, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And you've always been the same guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that gets me. Go ahead.
You gotta be that way, man. Because you know how this business is, man. We see a lot of people come, a lot of people go.
Right.
And the people we still here, so you might as well be a good person. Just be cool, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No fanfare, man talks to everybody. And that's, what I like. That's what I can appreciate. You know what I'm saying? But he's so cool. Like people don't know his body of work. And that's what I want to get into today. We're going to check his credits today, straight up. All right.
Big credit.
Pull him up.
You know what I'm saying? No, I got him. Like Danielle sent me, you know what I'm saying? She sent me some stuff right here, because there was stuff on there. It's like, I don't want to miss nothing. And the thing of it is like his work. You've heard his song. You sing his songs. California, these records, but you may not know the man behind the records, and that's why we're doing this show. All right, so let's just talk about, where you started, how you started. I know you started off with Collie Park,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But take us through all of that.
Yeah, man. It started like my whole musical journey started from like day one. My mom hates it, but I got to give her a shout out. She's a trained musician. Played Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, minister of music at West 100th Street Baptist Church under the Ralph David Abernathy for years. So literally, man, just from day one, just, as a kid, I'm going to choir rehearsal. I'm under the piano. I'm pulling strings and stuff, doing stuff I ain't supposed to be doing.
Right.
Then about around 6 years old, I picked up the trumpet. Started taking lessons, playing in high school bands, went to Southern University, playing the Human Jukebox down there at Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And then while I was down there, I started throwing parties and started, DJing.
Okay.
And, I had been messing around with the music equipment for a long time, just, tinkering in there, hanging in homeboy studios and stuff. And I just found out one day, people like my beats. I didn't know, I didn't even know you got paid for it, be honest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just, in college, we're enough vibing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we just enough vibing, freestyling, doing a little 420 activities. And I came home back here to Atlanta one day and like a lot of people I knew grew up with, as far as Gucci Man and Baby D from the Oomp Camp, they was, at the top of the food chain locally,
Mm-hmm.
the Yin Yang Twins, and that's how the whole Collie Park connection happened. And that was it, man.
All right, let's not skip over your band life.
Okay.
Yeah, because he
'Cause I'm
comes
a
from
band
he
head.
comes from the drumline world. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, okay. I try to leave that out because I feel like if you ain't go to Southern or playing Southern band, it don't even matter.
No, it's
You know
like
what
that
I'm
with
saying?
every HBCU.
Yeah,
Every
but
HBCU,
we the
man.
ones the only one that count. But anyway, what school did you?
I didn't go to a historically black school.
Which
I went
one did
to
you
a
go to?
PW. I went to Troy University.
Okay,
I went to a PW.
yeah, Alabama.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I didn't go to.
Y'all got a good band. Y'all got a good band too, though. I've heard of them before.
They good at their style. You know what I'm saying?
Very core style.
But like when I came back to the A, I got into like the black man. Like I got into play for the Hawks drum line.
Oh yeah.
Did like drum line too.
So you know my boy D Webb that passed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we went to the same high
dog.
school.
He called me old school. I
Yeah.
call him old school. That's my dog.
Yeah,
We played drums at his ceremony.
Yeah.
That was my dog.
That's crazy, man.
Real old. That's my
Small
dog.
world.
Small world.
That's my
Small
boy, man.
world.
That was my dog, man. Real
Wow,
cool
that's crazy.
dude, man.
You might know something then. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you. Yeah. But yeah, my experience at Southern, actually in the band helped create a lot of this stuff. Just the discipline and being able to, just get the job done. It's very no nonsense. And that's how I approach this. I still have fun, still be cool, but I know at the end of the day, this is entertainment. So let's make sure this shit's hot. Make sure that the people love it, and then we go on about our day.
I appreciate it, bro, because it tells me that you understand what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have producers who are musicians, and then you'll have producers who is like a beat maker.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And it's two totally different lanes, you know what I'm saying? So when people run down that lane and understand band or music composition itself,
right,
it can add to your production and automatically take your production above a person who is not that or does not have that experience.
And you know what's crazy, man? I didn't even know that was a thing until I really got into this. So a lot of the producers I was looking up to coming up, I didn't even know they couldn't even play a C scale, let alone a chord.
Yeah, they're not that familiar with music like that.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. I'm thinking they, can do all this stuff, and I'm just like, wow.
That's like old boy in drumline. You know what I'm saying? He was fancy on the drums, but couldn't read a lick of music.
Right, it was crazy, man. So I just that more than anything gave me more confidence than more confidence than anything that that I knew what I was doing. Because I just didn't know. You just a lot of them weren't even making their own beats, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Right. Are we gonna go to Hey Cash? Are we going there, man?
Since we saying check the credits,
You already know how I'm gonna do it.
if it's called check the credits,
Yes.
hey man,
We got
Check
to
'em.
go there.
Check 'em.
hey man,
Check 'em.
it's wild out here in these production streets, man. It's wild, man. I ain't know. I just didn't know. Like guys got 30, 40 different cats signed to them. They making all the beats. And to each his own,
Right.
If that works for them, that's cool. But I just didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Please
still going on
believe
to
it.
this day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Please
Probably bigger
believe
in
it.
this day.
Oh, it's even crazier. I mean, with the whole loop culture, that's weird to me too.
But okay. So, because I seen a producer talking about this the other day about how people take loops and then they create a beat, and then the person who made the loop ain't getting no credit for the beat.
Right.
And then they made the most important thing of the beat. Like, how you feeling about that?
I mean, like I said, it's weird, man. A lot of this stuff growing up as a fan of the game, of music as a whole, the rap culture, all that R&B, I just assumed that everybody was making everything from top to bottom.
No.
I did not know. So I believe, if somebody contributed to it, they should get their share. But you got some cats, the YouTube culture is wild. You got guys on YouTube that saying, "Hey man, I see the beat for $300.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no rights. I don't want nothing." You just have it.
Right.
And it's weird, like when you meet a lot of artists or people online, they're bringing those same deals to you, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, nah. And then, but you gotta understand. These artists gotta understand. There's like 80 other people with that same beat trying to do whatever.
Right.
So that guy done sold that same beat for $300
Right.
to about 80 different people.
Yeah, right. It's like going to a restaurant and saying, "Hey, man, I want that same steak dinner that they had over there."
Right.
You know,
the same
one,
dinner.
not that same not entree, but I want the same one they had.
Right.
The one on the commercial.
Even though they ate it, that's the one I want.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I think, okay, so I have two extremes here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have like Quincy Jones, right, and you have Sean Puff Daddy Combs,
right.
All right, I don't mess with either one of them. I think well, first of all, Quincy Jones knows real music,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So and he plays all the instruments, he orchestrates, he writes music. So you can't argue with nothing that Quincy's done. You know what I'm saying? Puffy, I don't argue, but he had, when you talk about having people signed to him, he had the Hitmen. The Hitmen were making all the hits.
Right.
But Puffy knew the essence of a hit record. You understand what I'm saying? He may not have known
that part.
You have to respect that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now today, you just have these folks out here, like I said, selling these loops, going to beat makers or what have you, and claiming that they producers when it's just like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, man. I get it. I mean, because it's like, it's weird, man. Like, even now, I don't even ask people for loops, and I wake up every morning, there's somebody done sent me 4 or 5 loops or something that they've made with all these stipulations. I'm like, bro, I ain't even asked you for this shit.
Right.
Who are you? I'm not using it.
Right.
This is unsolicited.
And see, and that's the thing too, now, that unsolicited, you know what I'm saying? Have you run into any problems with that?
Yes. I mean, like, I had a dude at a DJ convention walk up on me. He's like, yo, man, I've been seeing these loops. I was like, who are you?
Right.
And it wasn't on no arrogant stuff. I really don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to tell him, I had to put my hand on his shoulder, like, big brother, like, bro, I don't need you to play shit for me. Like, I told him, I said, I appreciate it, man, but take me out of your email list. And I look at the email, and he done sent it to 300 other people.
Right. And then gonna be quick to, that's my beat. Right. I sent him that beat.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's not good, because at the end of the day, you're not disclosing to people. Let's say you send that to somebody and it gets placed with 2 different people.
Right.
That same melody or whatever.
Right.
It's a problem.
It is. I mean, now we could talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a huge problem.
My man, Lil Jon.
Mm-hmm.
He had that problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had 2 big people. Usher had and Petey Pablo.
They had that same beat.
Had the same beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they were able to fix that, thank goodness.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's what happens when you send out beat tracks and stuff like that. People be like, yo, I like this. And they take it, and you don't know what's going to go on with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially now in a culture where people are used to releasing free music. You know what I'm saying? So they could take that beat, like, well, I'm not selling it. I'm going to put it out there. Mm-hmm. But, at the same time, it could be, like, yo, I want to really buy the beat and make it big. But like 2 or 3 other people have just released it for free on their SoundCloud page or their Audio Mac.
And that's wild, man. Like, I actually had that happen to me too recently with Living My Best Life. I did a record with my man Colonel Loud and Rico Barrino.
Right.
We did Serious to that same beat, had Fantasia on it, and we didn't get the business never got done on that record.
Right.
No business was done, and the song got released and all this other stuff. So Duval heard it and was like, man, I want that one. I was like, man, my man already got that one. We still working out it's almost like buying a house. Whoever came with the cash
with the
at
best offer.
You know what I'm saying?
They had it right there.
Duval said, hey man, but did they pay for it?
Right.
I said.
Now what's funny? Listen, what's so funny? Like, we had the same type of situation. Hanky came in, cut a record on Berkeley Park. You know Berkeley Park.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Cut a great record. You know, the people that I was messing with at the time, they didn't do the business. They didn't handle the business.
I forgot about that. Yeah. That's a whole same situation.
Same situation. The business wasn't handled. Kissy Lee came to the table, cut the record, did the business the right way, and she released the record, and it did very well on her. Yeah. So, you know, those type of situations handle. People, handle your business, please. You know what I'm saying? If you get these beats, show the producer the proper respect, handle the business, and don't release the record. That's one thing I was never going to do.
Right.
You know, business wasn't handled. We had the record, right, but the business wasn't done.
Oh, no,
so I never released the record. You know what I'm saying? But I was upset when the record came out. But I was, you know, it was all love because I love Kissy Lee.
Right.
You know, so it was no bad blood, no nothing. And I understand the game. Right. You know what I'm saying? So definitely wasn't no bad blood.
Oh, no, definitely. And I knew.
You know what I'm saying?
I knew that too, man. And I knew, like you said, the situation with Berkeley kind of got, you know, kind of crazy.
Yeah, it got kind of crazy. You know, they ended up breaking up. So
there you go.
There you go.
But,
so
yeah, make sure y'all, man, when y'all do these songs, make sure you pay the producer.
Right.
Do the paperwork, write paperwork. Don't go online. Don't go on Google. Come to Icon. Go to one of these, you know, one
Real
of these studios.
Yeah.
And they 9 times out of 10, they might have a production contract for you that you could just fill in the blanks. Make sure you know you're good, or a simple split sheet. You know?
Just come to me. Ask for E&F Burke. I am the consultant. So just come holler at me.
There you
now
go.
You're a consultant.
Yes.
All right.
We'll make sure that your credits is straight. I'm gonna help you get your credit straight. That's why we here.
It ain't hard.
It really isn't. It really isn't, and it's about business. You know what I'm saying? So you know, let's check your credits, bro. Let's check. You know what I'm saying? Let's kind of start. Well, let's start with the song I sang earlier, California.
Okay.
That was a huge record.
Right.
You know, once again, that was you just floating in and out because you know nobody really knew who produced the record.
Right.
It was just a huge record.
Right.
So what was the story behind that particular song?
So man, shout out to Colonel Loud again. I met Colonel Loud through a publicist I was working with at the time, Ravella Williams. I'm pretty sure you remember Ravella.
Yes, I do remember Ravella.
So Ravella was around in Atlanta, and then she had moved to Dallas, and we stayed in contact. And Colonel Loud was her client at the time, and you know, I could tell he was a grown man you know, so he was doing a lot of very trap, you know, young sounding records. When I met him, I was like, bro, you like a real, like, but you like a real boss, like, grown man. Like, we don't need to kind of do that. Because this is right after I did Walk Around the Club, F Everybody around that time. So, you know, at that time, people was coming to me for that, you know, the usual trap, you know, same pattern, saying I honestly got tired of making them kind of beats.
Right.
And so luckily, Boosie was looking for something at the time, and I think he was supposed to be working with K. Michelle or somebody who was hot at that time. And so we wrote a record to it. I heard I was on Edgewood at the department store, and they was playing old school music. And I walked in, I heard they was playing Frankie Beverly Mays "We On One," and I was like, man, that'll be a hard song to like sample.
Right.
Brought it to him. Well, first, like I said, we was doing the thing. I was trying to do it for Jeezy and Boosie and all kind of people. And I finally played it for him, and they got it immediately. Now, the song wasn't called California. It was a love song between a man and a woman at the time. But shout out to Rico Barrino. You know, he started, you know, he started singing like that.
Right.
And came up with the lyrics for California.
Right.
And the dope thing about California is everybody thinks it's about a trip to California, but it's really about weed and marijuana and moving products of that sort from California.
Got it.
But we made it sound good, made it feel good.
And that's what matters. That's what counts.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was an epic record, man. And I think that's why nobody really knew, like people, they didn't even know whose song it was. It was just a great record.
It was a great record.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, great feel-good record. And Rico Barrino, for those of you who don't know, that's Fantasia's younger or older brother?
I'm not sure.
It's Fantasia's brother.
It's Fantasia's brother. I'm not sure. There's a lot of them, so I don't know the
the family tree.
Yeah, I don't know the family. There's a lot of them.
I don't know them branches.
Yeah, they was talking about Rico brother, and they was like, it's a whole nother person. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, shout out to them. So that's basically that, man. We went up the charts. We got up to number 2 or 3.
Right.
And the only reason why we didn't go number 1 is because Black Beatles, the challenge, picked up with Ray Shrummer.
Okay.
And that shit was that and Bad and Bougie.
Okay. Okay.
So it wasn't no beating them 2 records.
Right. Hey man, but you were up there though. That's what matters. That's what matters. All right, OT Genesis, Do It.
Yeah, so Do It came about. Shout out to OT Genesis, man. He used to live here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And some kind of way we stayed in contact through Instagram. He just said one day send me some beats. So I had this Maxwell sample from Woman's Work, right?
Right. That's one of my favorite joints too.
Right? So, but I didn't know, like, this is the thing about sampling. A lot of people don't know. It's like, it's a tricky thing because you don't really know who owns whatever.
Right.
The rights to it.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I didn't know Woman's Work wasn't really Maxwell's song.
No, it was Kate Bush.
Kate Bush.
Yes.
Okay. So if you heard her do it, it's a very strip club, shake that ass, pop that, let me see this.
Right.
It's like, it's for Magic City, but Kate Bush is like a huge women's rights activist.
Yeah.
So
you can hear the lyrics of the record and get
right. It's like so they put the song out some kind of way, just to test it out. It got real, man. It was so real. So we had to literally go in and try to make it as cool as possible, but it ended up doing pretty well.
Right.
Yeah, but shout out to Kate Bush, Lil Wayne, OT Genesis, man, the whole staff, Dino and Busta Rhymes.
Right.
Busta called, he was like, yo, son, I didn't know. I was like, what you mean? What are you talking about? He's like, Kate Bush is like the poster child for all things for women's rights.
Right.
He's like, there's no way. There's no amount of money she's going to clear this record.
Right. So
that's what that was.
Okay. All right. What about the Key Sweat joint? That Kissy did that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that was so that was so.
The Don't Stop Your Love sample? Yeah. I mean, it's like I come from an era DJing to where we didn't play. Like you hear a lot of DJs now. No shade or slight toward any DJ in this era, but they don't really get a chance to experiment and play songs outside of what's on the charts, on the radio playlist. You know what I'm saying? You go to a spot, all the DJs playing the same music. They probably blended it the same way or whatnot. So I used to play that song when I DJ'd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people used to like it. It's like early 2000s and stuff. And I never forgot that was one of my favorite songs by Keith Sweat. So that's what
it was a groove and dance record.
Come on, man.
You know what
it was
I'm
a
saying?
real party record.
So when you sample, I'm gonna get back to your question in a second. So when you sample from the original master, or do you replay? Do you do an interpolation, or do you do a combination of both?
I would love to do an interpolation because it saves a lot on the publishing and the clearance side and the money side of it. But like with California, try to play it over with Frankie Beverly Mays. You can't replay Frankie Beverly Mays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just you just got to take that lick, because the feeling that those older records had, they taping on analog. It just got a warmer feel.
Absolutely.
So I try to do a combination of both now. If I can play it over and it's not so, authentic like that, we could probably get away with it. But, that's where we at. I do a combination of both mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the City Girls Twerkulator?
Twerkulator?
What's the story behind that? How did they get involved? We're going to, again, you're in that. What is the City Girls? What do you consider the City Girls, Cash? What's that?
What you mean?
It's not trap, is it? It's not trap, right? That's not trap.
Women's trap.
It's women's trap. Okay.
That's what I consider is women's trap.
Women's trap. All right. Women's traps their traps is strip club. So
yeah, it's a whole different. Yeah, they talk. Yeah. Yeah. They talk about what they talk about. You feel me?
Right.
Women's rights. That's what they talk about. Equality. Okay. So what had happened with that was that was a beat I did around 2016. And like once I saw people was coming to me for samples, I just started, stockpiling stuff. And basically what ended up happening was it's like a testament to like just taking everybody serious and respecting them.
Right.
So basically, it was a guy I met in the studio at a random studio with this other independent artist, and we just ended up connecting. And he was cracking a lot of jokes out of Miami, and so he just called me up one day. He was like, "Hey man, I'm going to the studio with the City Girls." So I'm like, okay,
all right,
cool. He's like, "Man, I need some twerk stuff." I was like, "All right, cool." So because I respected him as as a fellow creative, I want
right.
like, "Oh, Mr. Hanky, who are you?"
Right.
It wasn't none of that. I sent them the record. We sent it to them, and it got cut just that quick.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know if he really knew them or not. A lot of times you just don't know. So you just got to take every situation serious as such.
Mm-hmm.
And we cut the record. This was like 2019. COVID hit. Got a call from Coach. Shout out to Coach K. He was like, "Man, this Twerkulator record gonna be crazy."
Right.
So I'm ready. I'm getting ready to go pick out a whole new mansion or something, right? So the minute we're talking to the legal team. We're talking to everybody. They say, "Oh, we want to do this, we want to do that." I'm talking about the minute we hung up the phone, we got an email from their lawyer saying they're not using the record no more. So I was like, damn, we didn't get a chance to send our information over.
Right.
What happened was, I didn't know Planet Rock. I knew it's a collection of other samples, but it's controlled by Kraftwerk.
Right.
The old school group.
Yes.
Okay.
From the 80s.
From the 80s and 70s, really.
Yeah.
So
from Germany.
Right.
Yeah.
So you already know what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear nothing, especially what they were saying on top of the record.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that had something to do with it, but we got initially a hard no. I've never heard that term, a hard no. So I said, "What the fuck is a hard no?" It's like, no means no. Like, but what is a hard no?
Hell no.
Right. It's like, okay, all right.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. It ain't happening. So in my mind, I was like, well, you gotta learn to have thick skin in this business.
Right. Right.
Things might not work out the way you just got to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sad about it. And then about a week and a half later, I'm at the 12 in Atlantic Station, just chilling. And one of my friends, she's a dentist. She was like, "Man, I like the Twerkulator song." I was like, "Yeah, appreciate it." And she said, "Hold on, how you hear that? What you mean? Like, what you mean?" He's like, "I like it. I heard it. It's on their album." Their album got leaked some kind of way.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Damn.
But it was the first draft because, of course, they wasn't going to use it because of the sample issue. And so I hit my lawyer. I was like, "Man, what do we do?" He was like, "I don't know, man. Just sit back and wait. And ain't nothing we can do." Like,
Right.
And so imagine, they have, people don't know, City Girls have some of the most loyal, hard fans ever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, my Twitter is blowing up. My Instagram is blowing up. They're fans. A lot of guys, a lot of girls. They're like, "I know you got the Twerkulator. You did the beat. Can you send it to me? I love that song. And I had to ignore all of them. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not getting sued behind that.
Right.
And so imagine for like almost a year, like having to look the other way.
Away from the money.
You got to literally go through your Instagram and search through the mentions where they not talking about it. And those are the ones you can answer. Those are the ones you can talk to.
Listen, I would have been like, "Hey, man, I need you to come on over here." I've been like, "Hey, Danielle, answer this Instagram post, this daggone tweet." You know what I'm saying? Tell them they'll have it tomorrow morning.
Because look, I thought about doing that, but I ain't gonna lie, I did think about it, pushing the button on it, like, "Hey, man, you can get this from me."
Right.
I just remember hearing that hard no, and I was like, man, I'm not fucking with
that
nobody.
was ringing in your
I
head.
ain't messing with nobody who said a hard no. Like, damn. Like, not even maybe. Now let's think about it. No.
No.
So anyway, that goes on, man. And about this time last year, I get on TikTok and all these mentions. I need Turkulator for the challenge. I was like, what challenge are you talking about? It's going crazy on TikTok.
Wow.
And the girl, what's her name? Charlie. She's like the number one little small skinny girl. Charlie, I forget her name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Charlie made a video. She's a white girl. She got like all the followers on TikTok.
Right.
Everybody following her. And
Right.
she did the Turkulator dance. And that was it.
It was OV.
That was it. The people in charge were like, hey, this is stupid. Like,
They
why-
went from a hard no to a TikTok. Hell yeah.
It's like,
How much we gonna make? Oh yeah, okay.
But we saw this thing on TikTok.
That was it.
They over there in Germany, like, switch that up.
Yeah, like, let's work this out.
Right,
And that's what they did. They worked it out, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to the whole QC.
So that must have been some money, man. If they turn from a hard no to a okay, we're gonna work it out. A hard no. That
Hey, man.
give it.
I
Is
stay
that
I
mansion?
stay out of those. I stay out of those conversations.
Is it mansion money though? Is it mansion money?
It had to be something for them to go from a hard no to us performing on performing the record on BT.
Right.
And Missy Elliott directing the video.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
The power of that TikTok.
Well, I
man.
tell you,
The
you can't
people have
stop
spoken.
social
That
media.
TikTok.
You can't stop a hit record, man.
So has that affected your work? And other than the Twerkulator, has that affected anything else that you've worked on? Social media. How big of a role has that played in the music that you're releasing right now?
That's a huge role, man.
Because I'm pretty sure the Smile Bitch, and I don't even know. It's not even called Smile Bitch.
It's called,
But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What's it called?
Living My Best Life.
Living My Best Life.
Hold on. It is Smile. It is. You're right. It's Smile Bitch, and in parentheses, it's Living My Best Life.
I'm about to say,
Right,
that shit
okay, cool.
called Smile, bitch.
I can't remember the rest of that. I'm just like, Smile, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But he turned that into a freaking huge record.
Yeah, I mean, and shout out to Duval, man. It was like literally, he was doing it as a skit for so long on
Right.
Instagram,
Right.
to various different records, and we linked up to do a intro for another record, and we were just in there chilling, you know, me and him and the engineer, and he was like, "Hey, man," I said, you need a record for that. I think he had just did it in the studio right next to me, and I was crying, laughing, of course, and because he's naturally funny. Like, naturally funny.
This the only
Right.
dude came in our studio, and we got a sign that say, "Do not smoke
Oh, no, I seen it.
unless you on fire."
Yeah, and we sit there on his Instagram page and just light up a cigarette.
And smoking in front of the,
In front of the sign, yeah.
Look like Lil Duval. Make sure when you go in the rehearsal room, you don't smoke. Shit. I will tell that shit to the wall.
Hey, man, he gonna smoke. One thing he gonna do, he gonna smoke. But that's literally how it happened, man. Just having fun. And he literally went in the studio first time we did it. And he just said, smile, bitch, come on, for 4 minutes and 22 seconds. There was no verse. There was no nothing. We didn't copy and paste nothing.
Wow.
He just went from beginning to end.
Right.
Smile. He was ready to put it out then. And he at least let me put it into some kind of song format. And then the next time we linked up, we sent it to Snoop. And then Snoop sent it back like 2 weeks later. I didn't know, we thought the hook was just gonna be smile bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop went in between and filled in the blanks
Okay.
and then did a crazy verse. So I was like, oh shoot, okay. The next thing you know, we get back in the studio. I don't know if y'all seen that live. We was in the studio.
Okay.
We was in the studio and it was just me and him and the engineer. He was, smoking, of course.
Right.
And I was in the back, high as a kite, eating trail mix. I don't even eat trail mix, but
Hey, you had the munchies.
I had the munchies like what? And he went live with the song Ball Greasy. He wanted Ball Greasy to get on it, and Ball Greasy saw the live and sent his verse before we could get off of it.
Wow.
And then I went to the restroom and he was singing, "I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you." I was like, where did that come from? That was the last piece to it. That was added to it. And that ended up being the best part of the song.
Right.
Crazy.
Amazing. So, and social media helped with that as well.
Yeah, man. That was one of the first records we didn't even have a clean version. It was on the radio. Like radio DJs was making their own. After he did that live, J-Tech at 1079, Greg Street, you name it. My boy DJ Fresh in Birmingham. My boy Super Mike in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Wild Wayne in New Orleans. The list go. Every major radio programmer was calling for that record. We hadn't had it. It wasn't mixed. It still ain't mixed and master, honestly.
Y'all can call Cad Junkie. I would have got that to you in an hour.
to mix and master.
If you don't care about the mix and master, I get you a clean version.
What you gotta understand, man, dealing with Duval, man, like his stuff at the time was so viral to the point, once it was sent out, it was
over.
It was it. Yeah.
Once again, power of social media.
It's powerful.
So what are you working on now, Hanky?
Oh man,
do you have any pet projects?
Yeah, man.
What's going on? 2022, baby.
And I just released my single with Erica Banks. I'm putting out my own EP, and talks with a couple of labels. The single's called Nutty Twerk. It's very self-explanatory what it's about.
Women's rights.
Women's rights. Equality for all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That one, I have a couple of other records with the girls, City Girls, coming out soon. I'm working on Kissy Lee still coming up. And I'm looking for new artists to develop, you know? Because I realize as a producer, you know, you could get all the placements in the world, but, you know, look at Puff, Timbaland, all the greats, the icons, the Quincy Jones of the world.
Right.
They kind of made.
They cultivated and made Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Janet Jackson, Jermaine Dupri, Usher.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I got that working over there with Collar Park. You know, all of their acts from Yin Yang to Soulja Boy, Hurricane Chris. It was all people they went and found that people knew nothing about.
Right.
You know, and you made them superstars.
And put that sauce on them.
Yeah, it's about longevity for me, man. Because you know, it's so many, especially with social media, there's so many one-hit wonders that, you know, it's cool, you know, they get hot, and then by next summer, you don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm at with it.
I mean, but you in love with the music for real.
Yeah.
Like, you can be in love with the game that's music, but then you still might not be in love with the music. You feel me? Like, you was in love with the music before I was producing, before I can think about developing you as an artist or being in the studio. I'm
a fan first, man.
Right.
I'm a fan first.
And
like,
that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, if you can't do that, like, I think that's a problem, man. Everybody's so cool, and everybody, you know, you got execs at labels that want to be the star. Like, it's wild. Like, they trying to outshine the artist.
Right.
Bro, like, you know. You got managers trying to outshine the artists. It's crazy. It's ghetto out here right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't know how to bring it back to the music, man. And I'm with you when you say you got to be a fan. Somebody asked me about that on the management tip. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, when I was into management heavy, like, you couldn't stop me from being out front. When I was managing Outkast, I was in front of all of their shows, singing every word. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about the music for me. At the end of the day, I wasn't trying to be cool. I wasn't trying to do none of that. It's like, yo, this is the hottest shit I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to be a part of it.
And it makes a huge difference too, man, because you can appreciate it and you can look at it from a pure standpoint too.
Right.
You know, like, you know, at that point, you want the best thing that's best for the artist or the record. You know, like, even on my end, there have been projects I've been involved in, I ain't getting no credit on it. But I knew that was the best thing for the record, for the artist and whatnot. And it always comes back around. Right. Like a lot of producers, I put a lot of producers on without even thinking about it. Like my man FKI, that group. a lot of people don't know, they was interning with me when I was working on the Travis Porter and Waka Flocka project. They were just mixing records for me. And I heard a couple of their beats and stuff, so I sent them over there to Charlie. I said, hey man, look, y'all need to check these guys out, man. They got a good little sound.
Right.
They know how to mix and master y'all stuff. And that turned into a bunch of hit records. And I never was tripping on that because I understood how like relationships work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I could call them guys, and if I got an artist, it always comes back around. Even so, because of that relationship, when 2 Chainz did Moneymaker, okay, it was a sample of Southern University. Okay, I'm cool with the whole band staff down there. Make a lot of stuff happen with the Human Jukebox. So when it came down to clearing that was my first like role in like on the executive side.
Right.
You know, kind of making that deal happen between Def Jam and Southern.
Right.
And now to the point now I'm doing commercials with Pepsi, for HBCUs and all kind of stuff. Got movies and stuff coming out. So, one thing I try to tell younger people try to do it when artists or something, sometimes you just got to do what's right for the situation.
Absolutely.
Even if it don't look like you're going to win immediately off of it, you can't worry about that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, and a lot of people don't. You telling that from the musical standpoint as a producer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For me, going into the whole Second Nature TLC thing and folks asking, well, why? Why did you give up? I said I had a choice.
Right.
I could have been a selfish son of a bitch and kept these girls signed to a contract, or I could have let them go to pursue their dreams with someone who could take them there.
There you go.
Because I couldn't take them where Pebbles took them. There's just no way. I was still trying to get into the business myself.
There you go.
I just knew I had the concept. Rico Wade helped me put it together. Jermaine Dupri gave me some music for it. But that's as far as I could take it. You know what I'm saying? It was Pebbles that took it all away.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So now listen, I had the choice. I could have been the person who had a cool group that was known locally, or as the architect of one of the biggest selling female groups of all time.
All time.
I chose the latter.
It's a no-brainer.
Absolutely. So I completely understand and can relate, and that's great that you bringing that out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. It steps in the evolution. There's layers to this shit that people don't understand.
Right.
Sometimes you got to let it go, and it'll come back to you if you do it the right way.
Right.
Sooner or later, because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that all these years later that Jermaine Dupri and Organized Noise would be talking about that situation and my involvement in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Letting people know the truth of the matters. Like, yo, I put the group together from the rooter to the tutor, but I couldn't do what Pebbles did.
Right.
I didn't have the money, the backing, or anything. Pebbles took him in, got him with Dallas Austin, had the power base with LaFace Records, and took him to where, I'm sure nobody knew that they were going to do what they did.
Exactly.
But still. So yeah, folks, you got to learn how to let certain things go. There are people that have these great records, but they're trying to keep it for themselves.
Right.
Oh man, it's for me, man. This is my record. This is my record.
Right.
I just read recently, that for the Control album, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they had all the records, right? And John McClane came down, liked the project, but was like, just missing this one single, and was like listening to their stuff. They would play because they were doing the project. And of course, what they hear. I don't know if it was What Have You Done. I think it was What Have You Done For Me Lately. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
and that was the one.
That's Get At The Janet. And they didn't want, of course, they didn't want to do it.
Right.
But what they did was they were in the studio and they played the record. They didn't play it for her. They were just playing it out loud while she was in the studio. And Janet, heard the record and was like, well, who was that for? And they told her, well, you if you want it. And the rest is history.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Learn how to let it go, man. Yeah. If you're truly great at what you do,
you can do it again.
You could do it again.
Yeah. Exactly.
So.
And that people don't understand, like, that's what leads into other things, like, to the point now. I can't get too far into it, but I'm getting ready to open up a facility for that kind of stuff.
Right.
Just for creative. For creative. You know what I'm saying? Just those type of things, being involved with this and that and the third, you know, doing stuff and just not worrying about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, the one thing about the credits, man, the people who need to know what you did, they know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I understood that at an early age because, you know, like when you hot and everybody, you know, you can't walk in Walmart. You run into a lot of people who waste time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. It worked out because, like I said, the people who need to know, who can make the decisions, the pebbles and all that, they know.
Right.
And that's what helps you get your stuff out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is just popularity.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But it don't necessarily equate to dollars.
I agree. Cash, you good over there? I don't want to dominate the conversation.
I'm just soaking up the game. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of game over here. You know, I'm a youngster. I'm soaking up game right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't got too much to say right now. I'm just soaking up all the game, bro.
That's Cash Junkie. Like, and he's sure like he's a human sponge. You know what I'm saying? Like he like if there's nothing that if he feels like, or you can't tell him he can't do that because he's gonna prove you wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he had to learn all of this podcast shit in order to get us up and running. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Let's check my credits right quick. On check the credits. I am the producer.
Yeah, last time I came here, it was just a fish tank here.
Yeah. We switched it up. You know,
y'all got jellyfish in there now. Y'all fancy. Shit. Who put the jellyfish in there? Don't they sting?
And look real close. If you look real close.
Oh. Come on,
look
dead.
real close.
They're dead, okay. We got an aquarium full of dead fish.
Aquarium full of fake fish.
Oh, it's fake, okay.
Yeah, they got strings on them.
Oh, okay.
But you be surprised, like I be telling folks, yeah, man, I'll give you $25 if you stick your hand touch it. I ain't touching that jellyfish, they gonna kill me. Nah. Then they be like, yo, what's that string? I said, that's the you know, that's how they use the bathroom. It's, you know what I'm saying? You know, so they just sitting there looking, oh, that's real. Nah, those
you had me food. I was like, well, I didn't never see that. People
walk up those stairs from the outside, because they just walking up the stairs. They actually think it's real.
It's real.
Hey, man.
They think it's real.
Perception is reality.
Absolutely. They can think it all they want. So it's just a nice little deco. You know, normally the lights on, you know, something to add a little flair to the show. A little
flavor.
Yeah. So, all right, Mr. Hey, y'all don't hold you all night, man. We really appreciate you coming up, spending some time with us. You know what I'm saying? Checking your credits.
Come on,
letting
man.
the people know.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I'll be back, you know.
Absolutely.
Because I got more credits to check in a minute. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I can't wait till these songs
Y'all
come out.
heard that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard that he gonna be back.
I'll be back.
You know, but this time he gonna have some Cleos from the commercials he's doing and an Oscar from the film he's about to score.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but you heard it here first on Check the Credits.
I'm about to get my Ice Cube situation on.
Oh, boy. We know how well he did.
Come on, man.
Ice Cube and Will Smith.
Come on, man. I'll tell you, I'm in the gym first thing tomorrow after I eat this bacon.
Yo, Mr. Hanky on Check the Credits, man. Y'all make sure you tune in. We're going to have some more super guests, some super producers and artists and musicians and actors. We doing it all. We checking everybody's credits.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So, you know, anything. Where can people find you, though, Mr. Hanky?
You can find me on all social media at Mr. Hanky B, AMRHANKY BEAT. And, man, I just want to give a shout-out to everybody over here, Icon. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is another legendary spot in the city, part of the fabric of the city. So, man, make sure y'all pop in here, man. You know, they got fish. They ain't real, but they got them.
We got them.
We got them.
You know what I mean?
Y'all, thanks for tuning in, man. Another episode of Check the Credits with me and my boy Cash Junkie, baby. And we're gonna we're gonna sign out right now, but we're gonna let these people go. We're gonna let Mr. Hanky go. But man, this new kid is gonna be the Prince of R&B. I think I'm foretelling that. It's being foretold.
The Prince.
You know what I'm saying? The what? Yeah, the Prince. You know, I can't call him the king of R&B, man. You know, everybody come after me if I say he the king of R&B. So
I
I'm
think they're
call
gonna
him
come
the
out to
Prince.
you because you saying he the Prince or R&B.
You know what? I say he's gonna be the Prince of R&B. He ain't there yet. Folks gotta get to know him, but you know, I feel like he's got everything it takes. He's young. You know what I'm saying? He's got great voice. He's got excellent stage presence and excellent appeal. So I think that
I mean, if you saying he the Prince, I'm gonna take your word for it.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
I checked your credits. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
So I'm gonna take your word for it.
And we're about to check his.
Oh.
We're about to check his credits. They ain't big yet now. They ain't big yet. But it's about to happen. It's about to happen.
They coming along.
They're coming along.
Bling bling big boy toys. Riding around with my boys, yeah. Everything like I tell it, yeah. So easy boy. Blinding with my shine. Rounding up all these dimes, yeah. You can't kill my vibe, no. You can't kill my vibe. Ain't finna waste your time. Ain't finna run no lines. Ain't finna tell you no lies. Ain't no cap on mine. Coming from the DC side, man, better run me them keys. They don't really wanna see me now, cause I'm dripping like Fiji, yeah. I'm in designer when I step out, don't you talk to me. Don't need no love, I got the bags and that shit's all I need. I'ma dish it out, cause I got the recipe. I'm coming strong, yeah, that's on me. We gon' shake the club up just one time. Can't get in if you don't match my vibe. I'ma get that cut, she just my type. Come get with me, and I'll change your life.
Bust down with Cartier, bust out my watch, I'm getting to the money, I'm getting to the guap. Side casino, I'm having a guap. Open that Tesla, I'm open the shop. I walk in the club and I spend 100,000. I'm taking the Tesla, I chop off the top. Porsche 911, a pump in the mirror. Hop on the jet and I land in America. Spaghetti, I butt out my earring. Pocket too slappy, Bugatti, on hop in the coupe, you know that I'm steering. She walk in the mansion, she chill on the west wing. New Maserati, I'm swerving McLaren. Twin turbo off the lot, out to the top, and you know the young Draco, I steer it. She make it clap while young Draco be flexing.
I'm in designer when I step out, don't you talk to me. Don't need no love, I got the bags and that shit's all I need. I'ma dish it out, cause I got the recipe. I'm coming strong, yeah, that's on me. We gon' shake the club up just one time. Can't get in if you don't match my vibe. I'ma get that cut, she just my type. Come get with me and I'll change your life. Cream on the inside of the road, ain't no pressure on me inside, so don't do much talking, I'ma show you. So put me in coaches, game over, yeah. You can pull up with your best, no all the bad babies gon' test me. So I'ma put them all in the belly. And if you're bad, little baby, come catch me, yeah. I can't let you waste my time, you just gotta catch my vibe. I'm not switching sides, ain't no cap on mine. Coming from the DC side, told you better run me them keys. They don't really wanna see me now, cause I do it so easy, yeah. I'm in designer when I step out, don't you talk to me. Don't need no love, I got the bags and that shit's all I need. I'ma dish it out, cause I got the recipe. I'm coming strong, yeah, that's on me.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my forecast for the Prince of R&B, my man Tylan. What's happening?
What's good, man?
Hey,
from your mouth to God's ears, man. I'm the Prince. I'm the Prince of R&B, man. What's up?
Hey, man, the single, My Type,
Yes,
with
sir.
Soulja Boy. All right, first of all, how'd that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it all happened. Shout out E Nix, man. Somebody I was working with, and yeah, we had a conversation back in I want to say April or May of 2021. And he was like, man, how about, we get Soldier on my type? We had just finished it back in May. I did back in March, did a writer's camp with Guitar Boy. Shout out Guitar Boy, produced the track.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Guitar Boy. He's got some credits.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Guitar Boy, that's my guy. But yeah, he was like, yeah, let's try to get Soldier on. And that's around the time She Make It Clap started going crazy. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So, we got him on it, and the rest history now.
Okay. So, you drop it. It's being dropped.
Yeah.
It's out there now. You got the video.
Yeah.
Little futuristic joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got some TikTok stars, I believe, in the video.
Yeah. Shout out Shock.
Okay.
Shout out Shock, man. Shock TV. He got like 5 million on TikTok. Yeah, that man going crazy.
He's going crazy.
Yeah, he going crazy.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
So you got TikTok dance?
Nah, we gotta get the dance, man. Hey, all my fans out there, yo, we gotta get the dance started. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I may start it myself. So
I often have Ian crank that thing.
Hey,
I often have him crank that thing.
Don't have me start.
Hey, come on,
Do not have me start. You know what I'm saying? My joint go viral. You already know my joint will go viral.
Come on, man.
Cash. You know that.
Hey, we gonna have to do that then. We gonna have to do that for sure. For sure.
So, all right, tell us about your beginnings in this whole thing. How did it all start for you? I know you're 18 years old, and we'll start with how it all began.
Okay. Been singing all my life. Singing when in the church and stuff growing up. But when I turned about 13, I started feeling myself a little bit. I started like shying away from like entertainment, stuff like that. Just focus on school and girls and stuff like that. So when I turned about 14, 15, I was singing in school for the girls and stuff. Like, they was going crazy. And all my friends was like, Ty, like, you can really sing. I'm like, man, get out my face, man. Like, I can't sing, man. I just do that for fun, do it to get the girls' attention. Like, but it's nothing I would take serious. So then, they just kept nagging me about it. Like, some people in my family knew that I could still sing when they was nagging me. But my mom, my grandma, like anybody like I see every day, they didn't know that I could sing. So when I turned 15, I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, I want to sing. She was like, boy, get out of my face. You can't sing. So she was like, sing something for me right now. And I swear, anybody, if anybody asked me to sing right now, I could do it. But
sing right now.
Sing right now.
You shouldn't have done that. You should have said that in front of Cash Junkie. Oh,
sing
boy.
right now. Okay, hold on.
Don't mess it up.
Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all something real quick. And what I want to sing real quick. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all something. This coming on the EP. It's coming on the EP, so I'm gonna give y'all just a little bit. All right. We go back and forth, we keep doing the same thing. And I hit you, you don't pick up, we play the same games. And for the third time I told you that there was no one. But you swear that I be lying like I'm on one. I can't hold on to you, cause you're falling like water. And you're slipping through my fingers and I can't wait for you. That's something.
You feel me? You see how check the credit got the exclusive on that.
That's a little something exclusive coming on the EP, coming, you know what I'm saying, in March, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Is that what you hit for your mom, Dukes? Is that what it was?
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that for her. Like, she's the only person on the face of this earth that she say sing right now. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I make the joke all the time that she's my biggest supporter, my biggest critic, and my biggest hater.
Absolutely.
All in the one.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
As she should be.
Yeah, for sure.
You need that.
For sure. Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah, she's
you
my
can't
backbone,
understand.
you know?
That's the thing, man. Too many of these people have parents who be, oh, my baby can sing. My baby said, see, that's what my mama said. My mama can, oh, my baby can now sing. Like, sing it, baby. Sing it. I was born. And just pushing me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just making a fool out of myself in front of everybody. But my mom was like, go, God. Go!
Hey, she hit you with that Coming to America. That boy can sing.
That boy can sing.
Yeah, good and terrible.
Hell yeah. So, you need somebody behind you that's going to be real, that's going to keep it real with you 100% all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, boy, that you ain't hitting that right. You ain't doing that step right. You doing too much of your lips poking out. You know what I'm saying? You need that in your life.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that's what's up. Shout out to Mom, dude. Shout out to Tiffany.
Yeah, shout out.
And shout out to your grandma. I met your grandma too.
Oh yeah.
And your grandma and me are on the same page. Well, I was at the listening session.
Oh yeah, facts. For sure.
Really?
Keep going.
We need a sign out there, man.
Come on, Ian.
All right, I gotta get back into. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, your mom, your grandma.
And I'm leaving that in.
You better
I'm leaving it in. It gotta be authentic. You feel me? It gotta be authentic.
No, but you see how they just bust up in on our session, man?
Nah, dog.
Nobody came in. They
It's
let the
cool,
door
man.
slip out. You know what I'm saying? Like the door closed. They need to knock first. I know they hear our voices up in here.
Hey man, it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? No, man, it ain't cool. But you know, I'm gonna take it all in stride. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about grandma. They come walking in the middle of my story. Anyway, all right, that's it. We're gonna make sure that don't happen no more. But anyway, yeah, your mom, your grandmoms and I on the same page. You know, we like the same type of thing. We were vibing on the same songs. You know, listening to the songs from the EP.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you know, your mom, your grandmoms is cool. Your mom's cool with me too. You know what I'm saying?
But grandma
your
got that.
grandmas, you know.
Yeah.
Your problem with the problem I have with your moms is like she be hiding snacks in her car for nobody else to get. You know what I'm saying? She was like keeping it secret. Yeah, we're gonna keep this in the car for the trip. We ain't sharing this with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I happen to see the box of chips. And I'm like, hey, is this for the video? So you know, but I'm gonna work that out with Tiff. Tiff and I gonna work that out.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all need to do that. You know, I'm gonna stay out of that one. I'm gonna stay out of that one. You know
Stay out of that one. That's between me and
Tiff.
Tiff. That's between me and Tiff. Hey, but what else, man? So who were your influences, bro? Like who do you listen to? Who did you listen to growing up? Name some of your favorite records. Let me see if you have some of mine.
First things first, Usher. Usher, without a doubt, is the reason why I'm doing this. Coming out the womb, that's all I was singing was Usher. I was singing, yeah, you don't got a call, like all these classics, you know. Like I'll be running around the house. Like my mom got the old camcorder footage of me running around the house with my grandma's jewelry flinging around. Imagine like it was the U-chain, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. So yeah, Usher, of course, like he's the reason why I do this. Michael Jackson, of course. Breezy, like those my top three. Like those the guys that that I look up to and why I do what I do. And when people compare me to those guys, I just I appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely,
I modeled myself after them. So
yeah, because those are three of the top guys. What about Bobby Brown? You ever?
Yeah, of course. I love Bobby, man.
Right.
Bobby, yeah.
The original bad boy.
Yeah, facts. Original R&B bad boy.
Yeah,
but they might be original bad boy. Period.
Yeah, well, yeah. Rock has a lot of bad boys in it, but he's an original R&B bad boy. I concur with that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So yeah, those are excellent choices. Those would definitely be my picks. I remember being at a function with Usher one time, and he was, I don't know, a few years younger than you at this point, and he had gotten a plaque for a collab record that they did for the Panther soundtrack. I think it was called "You Will Know." He was singing on that record, and he had gotten a plaque, and, I walked up and, of course I was congratulating him. He said, man, this is the first of many. And this is before the Usher-Jermaine collaboration, which, really blew him up.
Right.
But I'm telling you, and this is no gas. I see a lot of the same in you. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of high expectations with you, so don't let me down.
No, absolutely. You won't be let down. Trust me.
All right.
And I appreciate you, even saying that, because that's just going to make me continue to push even harder, because, I want to be up there with him. Like, I want to be able to sit down metaphorically at a table with those three and belong there. That's something that I got from Kobe. R.I.P. to Kobe. He talked about being like Mike, being like, Magic and Kareem, all the greats, and being able to sit at a table with them metaphorically and belong. So that's how I feel about those guys. So with you saying that, that's going to make me push even harder to get there.
Okay. All right. Well, let's what, you got something to say, Cash?
Yeah, I want to ask you, like, I didn't think you were 18, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even going to cap you. I ain't even going to cap you. I didn't think you were 18.
How do you think I was? Younger, older?
A little bit older, maybe like 21, 22.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm like,
that's all right.
What? How you out here maneuvering, you know what I'm saying, in this industry? Because if Ian called you up here, then you got to be doing something.
Shoot, that's my mom's. Shout out Mom again. Like, I think she met Mr. N when she was an artist, when she was younger. And it's because of her. Like, she put all her dreams to the side and helping me do what I want. So,
Yeah,
that's really all I can say to that.
You really just depending on your team, like your team.
For sure, yeah.
Work moves for you.
Absolutely. but it started with her, you know, at the end of the day. So I can't express or, you know, really begin to articulate like how much she means to me and how much she is an intricate role in me getting to the next level and me, you know, pushing as hard as I do. So
That's good though, because I like a lot of people that got to do that for artists. The artist got to learn how to trust that person. You know, what
For
I'm saying?
sure.
Like, do I trust you? You know what I'm saying, with my career in your hands?
Absolutely.
You don't too much have to worry about that.
no, man, that's something I definitely don't gotta worry about with mom.
And it's not a coddle situation. Like I see the two of them together. Like she doesn't coddle them. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't consider her mom when she's in manager mode. You know what
So
I'm
she's
saying?
not a momager.
She's a mom. She is a momager.
She's a momager for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, she's not, oh my baby. She doesn't coddle and spoil them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this is about business. You know, money's being spent. You got to be on point with everything.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, watching that relationship, watching that dynamic between the two of them is one of the reasons why I was like, yo, man, we need to have them up here on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the beginning. Like, I want to be one of the ones that break new artists on this show. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt that you have like 150,000 followers on Instagram and I don't know how many on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Growing, you know
what I'm
there
saying?
yet, but
Yeah,
TikTok growing.
but you know, you getting those numbers. That means you
Facts.
putting in work.
For sure.
You know, and I'm looking at your fan retention and how they're not coordinating. What's the word I'm looking for? How they're interacting with you, and it's strong. You know what I'm saying? That's what I pay attention to. You can have all the followers in the world that you want. You know what I'm saying? If they're not interacting with you, then it really doesn't mean anything.
Facts.
If you drop a record and at least 2% of your fan base doesn't follow you, then or purchase or stream the record, then you're not doing something right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just waiting to see, man. I have high hopes for it. As I said, let's talk about Run It Back.
Oh man, shout out you first thing, and then shout out Blue, man, because we were actually coming down here for a meeting with you, and you suggested that me and Blue get in the studio and do a record together, and we went in there on a late night. Took us like 4 hours, but we got it done, and I'm excited about the record. Can't wait to see how it reacts, how the fans react to it, and how it does overall. So,
absolutely. So
yeah.
this is a content record that they did. It's nothing that we gonna drop the record. It was gonna drop on Valentine's Day in a few days.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna drop on Valentine's Day, and this is just something for the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's something for the fans. Blue is a very talented singer-songwriter.
For sure.
Very, very, very special individual. And I just wanted to see if it would work. And y'all just made the magic work so well. And that magic translated into the video, which, Cash, I tell you, I directed my first video.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Yeah, that was the first video. You know what I'm saying? First time directing.
Cash, are you listening or you watching the game?
You should be able to see my face right now. You'll be like, hey, my face right now saying, ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy.
You can call action on my video.
Ain't no way, boy.
hey, how'd I do?
Nah. You did a great job. I feel like, it definitely didn't seem like this was your first time doing it.
Right.
So yeah. I think you did a great job.
Thank you. So I directed this video, and it was great. It was great. I can't wait to debut it.
You just got a lot of ventures, don't you? Last time you was a teacher. This time you a producer. You feel me? Like
I'm a director.
Hey, then he was a singer, right?
Hey,
Go
don't
ahead and
make
sing
my
something,
mama.
Ian.
Don't make my mama mad. Don't make my mama mad. She in heaven now, but don't make her mad.
Yeah, I don't want no beef.
Yeah, man. So what's next? You know what I'm saying? I know you're making plans. First of all, where you from? Where did all this come from?
Hey,
you
man,
know what I'm saying?
Shout out my home, the 202, DC, DMV area. You know what I'm saying? That's where it all started for me, man. Back up top, back at home. Yeah, my grandma, she works at Howard University. Shout out
That's
HU.
what's up.
HU. Dang. Y'all said it. Y'all said it back at home. You know the HBCU.
And that's all that matters.
You know what I'm saying? Facts.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Just making
See,
sure.
he's Alabama,
Just
so
ma-
you know
Oh,
he's
yeah,
not
facts,
gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If it's
I
not
understand.
Roll Tide, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? You will get no reaction.
Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, but yeah, nah. You know, so growing up. She works in the it's now the Chadwick Boseman College of Fine Arts now.
Oh, that's what's up. They renamed it after Chadwick.
Yeah, they
that's
renamed
nice.
after Chad, man.
That's nice.
So growing up in that building, you know, theater arts is in there, music,
Oh man.
artists, everything is in that building. So, you know, I actually went to theater camp there from like 6 to 13. So like that's why I really attribute my start to music in that building first.
Yeah, that's like I went to school for music, so I understand like the fine art building,
Yeah.
and the arts building.
Facts.
That's big. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to be coming, and then like the people, the students there, they're older, but they gonna interact with you. Just
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're so young. They gonna give you the game. You gonna be around the game.
Hey, man.
Like yeah, that's a big key.
I got so many stories about me in that building, mess with them girls.
Go
man.
ahead, tell me
You know
that.
what
You gotta
I'm
tell me
saying?
one.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to tell me one.
Mama just in the room. Mama
Hey, man,
just in the
no,
room.
she used to be present for some of them. Like, you know,
Mama just used to watch.
yeah, man. I used to be, when I was probably like 9 years old. I probably might have been younger than that for real. So like my Aunt Janet, shout out my Aunt Janet. She works. She's the what is she? Like, what is her position? Administrative assistant. Okay, she's administrative assistant. Like she helps all the students like get their classes and stuff like that. So everybody. that
Wait,
would be
your
like
aunt
the-
works for Howard too?
She not my biological, but she like everybody up there. I call them either aunt or uncle. 'Cause,
Oh, got
like,
you.
They've
I
been
got
knowing
you.
me all my
Yeah, you
life. They
came up around.
literally watch like that campus has literally watched me grow. So you know what I'm saying. So I call all of them aunt, uncle, stuff like that. So Aunt Janet, like her office, like the hangout spot for all the students. So like all the bad joints would be in there. You know what I'm saying. The guys be in there. You know, trying to get the girls. So one day I'm walking past the door and all the girls like, "Hey Ty," you know, and I'm like 9 years old, so I'm feeling myself. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, what's good? So you know, I'm in there spitting game. You know what I'm saying, not even knowing that I'm spitting game. And my grandma and them come down because they get off at 5. So my mom, my grandma walking down, they about to go to the bathroom. They like, Tylan, what you doing in there? Come on. So as I'm walking out the door, I'm like, yeah, give me a call, ladies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even have a phone at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, give me a call. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Get me
one
on that house phone.
fact, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of many stories that I got, you know.
Yeah, that's what
being
that'll
in that
do.
building. Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want
Mama,
to get
yeah,
beef.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no beef, man. I don't want no beef. For sure.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Howard University, man. That's real good. That's real cool. And DC.
Yeah, for sure.
And DC. So you got to make DC proud.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No
All
doubt.
right. So we were talking about you're looking to come back down here. What's gonna go on when you get down here?
Oh, man. So I'm going to be down here for, so far, it's going to be 2 months. I'm just going to be working arts development and just, you know, just building my craft, you know, starting on the next project that I want to drop before the year's over. And, you know, like I said, just continue to build on my craft. That's it. They drop my EP next month.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things
consistency is the key, man. You know, you just got to be consistent with everything.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just keep putting that product out and letting folks check it out and, you know, build upon that platform.
For sure.
And I think you guys are headed in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I think you have a very solid team. And, man, I think your credits is about to go through the roof. So have you thought about writing for other people now at this point?
Oh, man.
Do you write your own material, right?
I do.
All right, so
I'm
are
starting the
you-
beginning to write my own material, yeah.
Okay, so you considering what writing for others? Because that's the game.
That's
man.
where the
Publishing
real,
is
that's where
the
the real
game.
money at.
Yeah,
That's where the real money is. Yeah, I have started to, you know, think about it. You know, I worked with a lot of great writers in my time doing my music, and I've just taken bits and pieces from them, and I've been getting to contribute way more on my projects and my music. And you know, like all the songs in my EP, all of them are my concepts. You know,
Right.
and I help, you know, write on all of them. So. You saying that now, I do need to start considering writing for others.
Yeah,
Just-
like stay in that light.
you know
Even
what I'm
if
saying?
you ain't writing for others, you might be writing for a TV show. You might be running for a movie.
For sure.
Anything with them pub deals, that's where that money at.
Yeah, absolutely. So
See, he done got a couple of placements.
Oh God, I got a couple.
you got a couple of placements, my man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can't contain him now, man. It's like,
Hey.
we have to check his credits one day.
Hey, feel yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
He be feeling himself too. I don't know what he talking about.
I am, but look, you know what I'm saying?
we working to try to get like you with your credits. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know?
Listen, y'all do not want to get like me, let me tell you. It's a lot of heartache and pain, trust me.
Hey, man, but that's what it takes to get up there with, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
I
yeah.
feel you. For sure. Well, T, man, I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us today. We definitely gonna rock My Type whenever we get the opportunity to rock it. We're looking forward to hearing, Run It Back and seeing the visuals for that. And then we're looking forward to getting the EP. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And seeing you up on that stage, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Once all of this COVID nonsense goes away. But they doing tours now, man. They doing tours now. I'm just waiting for them to do another Scream tour. You know what I'm saying? They do a Scream tour and then throw you up on there because they have no choice but to.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that's coming my way. Can't wait to get back on stage. Can't wait for, like you said, the fans to hear Run It Back, me and Blue. I actually got a go-go joint that's about to come out with the Prince of Go-Go back at home, Donnell Floyd. Anybody that know, that know DC know that Go-Go is our music. So, I got a joint coming out with him and then the EP, so I'm excited. I got another feature on the EP with DMV legend Wale. Shout out Big Bro Wale. So we just giving y'all, I'm just telling y'all a little bit that's coming, you know what I'm saying? So just be on the lookout,
So
yeah.
You feel me now, Cash? You feel me now? You feel the prediction?
Might be the print.
Yeah.
Get ready to have him on the show in another 6 months, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't too big.
He still should run it back for us.
I'm always gonna run it back, man. People that always show me love, on the come up, I always gotta give it back, man. And Mon Dukes ain't gonna allow me not to.
Yeah,
you know
Mon Dukes already gave me the
and then if she don't, Grandma gonna come down here and whip my tail. So I don't want no beef. I don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying?
You don't mess with them educators, man.
Yeah, nah.
You don't mess with them educators.
Absolutely not. So yeah, nah.
All right, so that's what's up. Tylan, thank you, man, for coming in and spending some time with us.
For sure.
Letting us hear the music and all the good stuff that you're doing, bro. We wish you nothing but success. And your credits have now been checked, my brother.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, Stan, you a legend. We legends in the making, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on all my socials at official_Tylan. That's official_TYLAN. Y'all gonna be hearing that name a lot real soon. And that's, all my socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or anything. Y'all can find me, you know what I'm saying? Show me some love, and I'm gonna definitely show the love back, Yeah.
There it is, man. Hey, you gotta do the lip thing for the camera.
The thing is, I don't even be knowing. Hey, yo, when we was shooting the lip thing.
I don't know if it was a nervous tick or what, right? I was directing him. He kept poking his lips out. It's like,
oh, he concentrating.
Yeah, is that what it was?
That's his concentration.
The thing is, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? This the first time
you will never notice it.
Yeah,
I do it when I play drums. I got a face I make when I'm drumming.
Okay.
And then like somebody have to make me conscious of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like something I'm consciously doing.
Right.
It's just how I look when I'm extra focused.
Right. Okay.
He was just extra focused.
I'm gonna take that one. Yeah, I was just focused.
Talk.
I was just getting
all
ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'll let him give you that excuse. I'm just glad you got one now.
I'm
so
serious,
whatever
I know
time you
how
start doing
Ian
it,
talk. I know he'll say something to you confused. You be like, what?
Yeah. And even my mom started to say, she was like, yo, yeah, you poking your lips out. I'm like, and they was talking about, yeah, you on that LL type tip. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, like,
ladies love LL Cool J's lips. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was like, just like showing them off. I was like, dude, like, what is this? Like, for real? But it's all good. It's all good, bro. For real, for real. And listen, we all have our little ways.
Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm
definitely
saying? And it was a great shoot. I can't wait for the people at home to see the video. So we good. We good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, Tylan, man. Take care of yourself, man. Have
Hey,
a
man.
safe trip back
Y'all
to
too.
DC. And we'll be talking real soon, bro.
Absolutely. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. Peace.